Kia ora.
Kia ora and hello, my name is James. Welcome back to the channel. That previous clip, not happy with the sound. Too much car noise, and I've tried to edit it out and it's just not working, so here we are in the office. Anyway, we're heading down to the Central North Island over the next few videos where we're going to do some photography, do some hiking, have some fun. I hope you join me, and thanks for coming along. Well, good evening and welcome to the Tokaanu Wharf. This is a historical place on Lake Taupo. There's some black swans out. It's sunset and we're going to see what we can do. It's quite a long wharf and it's got just a slight bend off to the right. We'll do some long exposures here, do some quick shots, see if we can come up with some sort of set of images to put together. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Have some fun. So, as you can see, I've got this set up f/16, ISO 100, 20th of a second. Set this on a 2-second timer. Let it go, take a shot. Let's take a look at that and zoom in. Looks like I missed my focus. The focus peaking says it's good, but I don't know. Might have to do some focus stacking here. Let's take a shot at 1.5 meters. And then we'll take this out to about 3 meters. Take it out to about 10 meters. A little before 10, and then we'll go just a couple of more little stops just to infinity. Try to get everything clear in the background. All right, so there's a nice still shot. See what we can do set up for a long exposure. Let's pull out the case 6-stop, see what that does. Put the 6-stop on there, and that's going to take us down to 4 seconds. Let's see what that looks like. Let's reset this focus somewhere around 5. Focus peaking says everything should be sharp, but for some reason it just didn't look sharp before. Maybe it's just my eyes. 2-second shot, 3-4 seconds. Let it do its thing. Let's take a look at that water, see how smooth the water is. Yeah, see, it's really smoothed out that water, but maybe not quite enough. Let's see what we can do about putting on the 10 stop instead. 10 stop will add quite a bit to it, to the length of time. So take that off, put that on. Remember, we're leaving the polarizer on, so 50-second shot, 60-second shot. Let's do 50 seconds. That will definitely blur out those people at the back, or at the end of the wharf, because they're moving around. Unfortunately, these swans will be done out too. Let's let this shot take its done, and I'll be back in just a minute. Shot's done. Let's take a look at it. That looks good. That water looks really creamy, nice and smooth. Oops, wrong thing. Yeah, this little black thing right here is the swan that's been moving around. But the water looks good. The clouds have got some movement. Those clouds far off got some movement. All right, back to this. Alright, after that shot, gonna walk out to the end of the wharf, carry the camera on the tripod. The sun's gone down behind the cliff. It's not set yet, but there's some trees out here at the end of the wharf. Hopefully, if I can get out there fast enough, they've got a little sun right on the top of them. A little long exposure. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Well, I've got a 60-second shot going. That sun is moving so fast. I'll show you all the setup when I'm done, but yeah, we're gonna let this shot run. Hopefully I've got some sun on the top of those trees. We'll see. Okay, taking a look at this image now. Got some pretty color in the sky, which I'm happy with. Don't think I got any sun on the top of those trees though. The water looks good, the wharf looks good. However, we'll just have to see what it looks like blown up. Alright, set up now at the very end of the wharf. Shooting between the two horizontal pieces that make up the rail at the end. Just to... they're not in the shot, but they're there. I may pull back and see about including them as framing elements. Alright, so I was here at 40 mil. If I pull it back to pull it back to 33, 34 mil, then I've got one at the top, one at the bottom, and we'll see what that does. Gonna have to switch back to the 6 stop. It's getting a little darker. I want to keep my ISO as low as possible, so we'll just go back to 6 stop. So, still at f16. It's probably going to be a 4 or 8 second shot. A little longer. 13 seconds. Level set up, ready to go. Shooting straight down the wharf. Let's turn this just a little bit. Alright, here we go. 2 second timer, 13 second shot, f16, ISO 100, and my bird flew away. There is a seagull down there. He's moving around quite a bit though, so he's probably going to be ghosted out, or he'll just be a white blob sitting on the end. That water doesn't look bad. The sky's starting to look good. I am going to rotate my camera 90 and do some vertical and see what we can come up with. So unlock that, rotate it 90. I'm going to get quite a bit of the end of this wharf in there now. Lumix camera does take quite a bit of time to adapt the screen to adapt when you rotate, when it's on a long time. Like it wants to show you, like if it's 13-second shot, it'll take upwards of 13 seconds to fix the shot or fix the view. So let's take the 6-stop off, adjust. See, I've got this in the shot. I don't necessarily like that up close, but maybe if we pull back a little bit with the camera, tilt up. We've still got the wharf. We've got that barrier right in the middle, and it's got some cool texture on it. We'll see if that comes out. So we're still at ISO 100, f16, so that'll be in focus. Let's put the 6-stop back on. Adjust our time. Where are we at? We are at 5 seconds. So if we go, there's 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stop, 4 stop, 5 stop, 6 stop, which is 15 seconds. 2-second timer. Let the shot run. 15 seconds. I'll be back in a minute. All right, there we go. A little bit of adjustment in Lightroom. Probably be able to pull out some detail, all of the scaling and the lichen that's on there. Yeah, I think I like that. Except we need to adjust where the wharf is. That wharf's not in the center, and if we're going to do this right, well, for me anyway, do this right, we'll do one more shot. There we go, that's a little better. Well, that's it for me for this short video. It's the first evening of a long weekend trip, so gotta go check in. I splurged and got myself a room. Gonna go check in, see about finding some dinner, and I will catch you in the next one. If you've liked this content and you would like to support me, like, subscribe, share, the usual YouTube stuff. But I also have a website down below, and I got a Patreon account if that interests you, or you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a good evening. We'll see you in the next one.